Hello everyone. Matt Stupara at BuzzFeed wrote, I asked 22 self-identified creationists at the Bill Nye Can-Ham debate to write a message, question, note to the other side. Here's what they wrote. I'm going to try my best to answer the questions that they asked. So, this should be interesting.
Bill Nye, are you influencing the minds of children in a positive way?
Well, since this question is addressed to Bill Nye, and I believe only Bill Nye could answer this truthfully, I didn't really know about him, Bill Nye that is, up until a couple of years ago. I lived in Mexico up until I was 10. My main source of education were retarded teachers and books by Einstein, Gödel, Wittgenstein, Gottlob, Cantor, and of course Aristotle. And my first degree was in engineering, so Wittgenstein was my main source of inspiration, my only source of inspiration. But most of them did influence me in a positive way. They forced me to actually look at reality for what it is and was, not for an illusion of what it could be. I said it before and I'll say it again. Science tells reality for what it is. Religion tells reality for what it could be. One is real and one is make-believe. And I've seen it before. And actually, I've seen a couple of Bill Nye's episodes, just so I could talk about this. I've seen a couple of Bill Nye's episodes, and I really do wish I would have had him as a source of inspiration. I wish I would have seen him when I was a kid. What science just does is teaches you to never fool yourself, to only listen to the evidence, and don't get emotional about the evidence. Just focus on the evidence and let the chips fall where they may. And don't believe it. Don't get confident in your proof. Don't get confident in that particular truth. Just like language is organic, science too is organic. Just for the mere fact that if you sort of are adamant about your proof, it blocks you intellectually, and you won't have any room for growth. And that's what science is, room for growth, room for more observation. Science is indeed organic, so facts, well, not facts, but observation tends to change.
Are you scared of a divine creator?
Well, that question assumes a divine creator, but a couple of things freak me out. Girls with cold hands, old wood puppets. But regarding this divine creator, I will first have to assume it exists in order for me to be afraid of it. See how that works?
Is it completely illogical that the Earth was created mature, i.e. trees created with rings, Adam is an adult?
Yes, it's extremely illogical to think that. The fact that trees with rings, an extremely long gradual process, the fact that adults are extremely long gradual processes. Yes, when has that ever happened? When have you heard in the news that today a woman gave birth to a full-grown adult and has a degree and a career waiting for him? When has that ever happened? Everything is a gradual process. So the answer is yes, it's extremely illogical. This is what I like to call backwards reasoning, which is, of course, the foundation of creationism. This is the ex post facto reasoning, or after the fact reasoning. God created this complexity, and that is evident that God exists. God created the heavens and the earth, then God created everything else, therefore God created everything. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Yes. More sense than gradual processes. Yes. Extremely logical.
Does not the second law of thermodynamics disprove evolution?
Not at all. See, creationists clearly believe that the second law of thermodynamics proves that disorder within the universe is increasing, and this is in fact true. And since evolution clearly shows that it's a gradual process and is becoming more orderly, not less, so therefore evolution contradicts the second law of thermodynamics, and therefore evolution is false. Go through those steps of backward reasoning to spot the fallacy here. Anyway, entropy is indeed increasing. But what thermodynamics simply means is that heat is moving. That's what thermodynamics means. Heat moving. And the second law of thermodynamics clearly states disorder in a closed system tends to increase, and is proven time and time again. This is true. What we mean when we say closed system, however, or at least what I mean when I say closed system, is that no energy is received from the outside source. The universe, by definition, is a closed system since no energy is received from outside the universe. So it's a closed system. But energy remains constant. But there's a small oversight here. The universe has galaxies within it, and these galaxies have planets within them. These are local regions. They receive energy inputs, which are by definition open systems. So by logic, since they receive energy from the sun, life is possible. So ergo, no sun, no life, at least for us. I'm not going to say that there's life in other planets because we simply don't know. But Earth and the sun together are in a closed system because the sun doesn't receive energy from the outside source. So the sun itself is a closed system. And thanks to the sun, we have life. But the sun is becoming more disorderly. The fact that the sun creates nuclear fusion reaction produces heat and light, of course, and transforms solar hydrogen into helium and other more exotic elements within this core. This actually shows that the sun is becoming more unstable and disorderly. Earth is an open system, and thanks to the energy of the sun, this complexity in life will increase for some time still. But nothing lasts because, as I said, the sun is becoming more disorderly. The sun is dying, basically. The sun is dying. And it will continue to die for a couple more billion years until it's a red dwarf. Not red dwarf, like a red giant, and then of course a white dwarf. It's kind of nice. Anyway, yeah. As that song says, nothing lasts.
How do you explain the sunset if there's no God?
Magic. But I'm sure it has something to do with day and night cycles because of the Earth's rotation. And this is a fun fact though, Earth's orbit is slowing down, which it's kind of scary. This will mean that days and nights will be longer. A few billion years ago, they were increasingly shorter. Also, the Earth's orbit is slowing down because of the tidal dragging of the oceans against the continents. Hence, we have sunsets and boobies. Magic. Yeah.
If the Big Bang Theory is true and taught as science along with evolution, what do the laws of thermodynamics debunk said theories?
I'm confused now. So the laws of heat and motion debunk evolution and the Big Bang Theory? Interesting. Please listen to my previous answer so you can actually understand thermodynamics. And evolution has never been debunked. Facts cannot by definition be false. Yeah, the difference between, and I'm going to speak really slow so people understand this. The difference between total energy and usable energy is found in the generation of heat, i.e. thermodynamics, moving heat, which is low and the least usable form of energy. So also heat is a byproduct of mechanical devices and their motion, meaning their interactions. So entropy decreases usable energy by increasing heat energy, thus equalizing the total energy within the system until it finally reaches a level of equilibrium. Evolution is a biological successive process within the species. Big Bang is the cosmological history of the universe. Laws of thermodynamics is the science of heat and motion in relations to energy and temperature. How does the laws of thermodynamics debunk said theories? I'm afraid creationism has eventually damaged people's minds here. Hi.
What about noetics?
Really? What about noetics, huh? Another philosophy that is utter bullshit. Philosophy is taught. Get over it. And this is just another just bullshit. A philosophy of perceiving, apprehension by intellect, no sensing given by your cognitive sensibilities. So data, which gives you this close intelligible meaning, is of course distinguished from your sensitive apprehensions. This is believed when, for example, a word is spoken. It only becomes intelligible when that sound function gives us a true foundation of the word. Simple to understand, you look at it like this. Say I say God, for example. There's a true picture of God somewhere that transcends your mind, and the actual concept of the word exists outside of this realm. Sounds like bullshit, but this is true. It's outside of this realm, according to noetics. It's independent of actual origins of the word, and independent of your sensing capabilities. Another philosophy that is utter bullshit. A dyadic independence of consciousness. Babble, really. So what about noetics? What about noetics?
Where do you derive your objective meaning in life?
Well, there is no objective meaning in life. The fact that we all have opinions of what that might be proves objective meaning false. But like all atheists, I get my objective meaning from eBay. It's on sale. Which is a retarded concept, right? When somebody says it's on sale. Well, no fucking shit. Everything's on fucking sale. God damn it. People are retarded. But it's on sale.
If God did not create everything, how did the first single-celled organism originate? By chance?
Yes, it did. But the first part of the question is a bit dishonest because it implies that God might have created something. No one actually knows how the first single-celled organism originated. But the beauty about science is that we're constantly looking for the answer. We're not just inserting God in our gaps here to make it make sense. That's what the beauty of science has. Mystery. Yeah.
I believe in the Big Bang Theory. God said bang. It happened.
Aw, that's just too precious, too precious. It just fills me with warmth. But a philosophical query happens to appear. If there's no air to carry the sound, did God really say bang? How did anyone hear the word bang if there's no air to carry the sound? Did he really say it? Interesting. But I believe in the cosmic penis that squirted the universe. You little death of an orgasm, you.
Why do evolutionists / secularists / humanists / non-God believing people, I think he means atheist, reject the idea of there being a creator God but embrace the concept of intelligent design from aliens or other extraterrestrial sources?
As opposed to you guys using science to disprove science. But that is the fact. That is how life originated here, through extraterrestrial sources. Constant bombardment of meteorites and asteroids brought water and carbon, the shenaniganizers, chemicals, for life. So life is an extraterrestrial process. The fact that Earth is just an extraterrestrial body, the fact that we came from alien sources, not from actual Mata land, but a byproduct of Mata land. So we are indeed aliens, but we are localized aliens.
There is no in between. The only one found has been Lucy, and there's only a few pieces of 100 necessary for an official proof.
The fact that we can prove we came from apes is proof enough. You only need one proof of transition. I mean, there are others, but you only need one. And the fact that Lucy was found in pieces, not as a whole, well, there's this thing called corrosion, which oxygen is very successful at.
Does metamorphosis help support evolution?
Yes, it does. The fact that organisms adapt to their environment in such innovating and adaptable ways is the sheer definition of what evolution is.
If evolution is only a theory, like creationism or the Bible, why is evolution thought as fact?
Really? This again? If? Really? If? The first sentence implies that creationism and the Bible are theories, which they are not. They're not even close to being that. They are belief systems. I just hope this is true. Evolution is not a theory anymore. It is fact. The only thing that makes it a fact, we can test and retest the results and have certainty and proof. They are verifiable facts. These facts strongly indicate that this is all that we know for now. But science tends to grow. It tends to change, adapt to new facts. New facts will become apparent. The only reason we call it a theory, and the only reason we call this a theory, is because we know better not to base a belief structure around it. Gives us a lot more room for intellectual and observational growth. Yeah, that is the only reason we call it evolution theory.
Because science, by definition, is a theory, not testable, observable, nor repeatable, why do you object to creationism or intelligent design being taught in schools?
Science is a theory? What? Creationism or unintelligent design is not a fact. It's a belief system. But science is not a theory. I am scared to ask, what do you mean by science? Science, by definition, is knowledge based on observational facts and tested results arranged in an orderly system. Ergo, science is verified knowledge, not a theory. Fuck.
What mechanism has science discovered that evidences an increase of genetic information seen in any genetic mutation or evolutionary process?
What mechanism? Didn't understand this question. This creationist question did not understand it. What mechanism? I don't get it. DNA, chromosome behavior characteristics, mitosis, skin cells vary widely to light sensitivities amplified when the senses distorted. Stronger sensitivities make adaptability readily available. So morphing, mitosis, mutations, that kind of mechanism.
What purpose do you think you are here for if you do not believe in salvation?
My parents' purpose for having me was to either become a priest or a doctor, hence the name Jesus and my career in clinical microbiology. But that blew up on their face since I designed phages and I'm an atheist. But my purpose for me being here, my own purpose for me being here, is to die in the ocean and to be food for fodder. I am a realist after all.
Why have we found only one Lucy when we found more than one of everything else?
More than one of everything else? Do you mean you found that Jewish abomination Chewbacca? Not once, but twice? Holy fucking shit, that's amazing. This question is suspect at best. We still haven't found everything. There are undiscovered species out there. There are undiscovered regions of this world that we haven't been on. A strong possibility that there's species evolving as we speak. So no, we haven't fucking found everything yet. Again, because everything hasn't fucking happened. People, please pay attention to the language you speak.
Can you believe in the Big Bang without fate?
Well, not with that attitude, damn it. This question is not just stupid, it's extremely insulting. We have actual verifiable evidence that suggests with a strong possibility that that happened. Heck, CERN's discovered the Higgs. This is not a belief system, but verifiable facts. See how that works?
How can you look at the world and not believe someone created thought of it? It's amazing.
Yes, it's truly amazing. But I do this stupid thing, it's called thinking, and as soon as I regain consciousness, I say to myself, fuck, I'm still here, god fucking damn it. But then I run my miles, then I surf, I see the seals, dolphins, the occasional shark, which do things involving their teeth. And then I look at all this complexity in life and I think, wow, really, wow, I'm hungry.
Relating to the Big Bang Theory ellipsis, where did the exploding star come from?
The exploding star came from the cosmic Twinkie. Really, if people are going to ask stupid questions, they're going to get stupid answers from now on. It wasn't a goddamn exploding star. It wasn't a goddamn star to begin with. As I said, it was too hot and too goddamn dense, and a statical spark occurred. Imagine a dryer spinning, and as it dries, it creates clumps of lint. One of those lints will eventually have enough charge to spark, which, of course, created space and, of course, time, which is the measure of space. But my hypothesis is BB over E equals MC squared. Total energy of the universe was and always will be 0. But that is another video altogether.
If we came from monkeys, then why are there still monkeys?
Oh, for fuck's sakes, really? We are members of the great ape family. We are still goddamn apes, not monkeys. Evolution is a progressive change in species, not fucking individuals. There's a difference between apes and goddamn monkeys. Fuck. Anyway, that is all I have. Thank you all for watching. It means a lot. Praise Jesus.